Wow, guys, I was literally about to go to sleep, and it turns out that Hiya Toys has made another announcement, and that is a new Frostbite Shimo. Now, it's still the same as the original, except for a few changes. Those changes are the paint job and mainly what everybody has been asking from the very beginning: translucent dorsal plates, translucent crystals throughout the body. The paint job is almost identical to the original, just with a little bit of that frosting around the eyes, around the body, just to really emphasize that this is a different version during the movie. It's fantastic. I like the paint job. I like how in the eyes you can tell it's sort of glowing, charging up. You see it throughout the tip of the tail running to the crystals. Now let's get on to the information. So the price point for this was supposed to be $79.99. For you, everybody in the United States, it's going to be $94.99 USD with tariffs included. Release date for this is going to be for 2026 Q4. For accessories, you get one frostbite blast effect, and that is about it. Now let's move on to my thoughts. I like the overall concept of the figure being translucent and having a brand new paint job, although I'm not sure why they didn't fix the neck issue, why they didn't add more articulation so the head could move upwards better and downwards, side to side. You know, it's not that big of a deal, but there's definitely a lot of room there for improvement. Let me know in the comments down below, does your Shimu fall down? Now, I noticed that over time, throughout the months, the ball joints on my figure have become extremely loose. It's difficult to pose the figure. So I suggested, I think in my original review, that it would have been nice to have seen tighter ball joints, a better articulation system on the neck and on the body, so the figure can properly pose standing up fully straight and just getting the figure overall in different poses. From what I can tell, they did not fix any of the issues that everybody was talking about. Now, another personal issue that I'm starting to notice, and a lot of people have been noticing as well, is the effects. They've been reusing the same effect for every single Godzilla, just modifying the color. This one, if you look very closely, it's the same atomic breath that the original legendary Godzilla came out with. It's just made a little bit different from the tip. That's all they did. Same model, just modify the tip. And a lot of people don't mind that, but at this point, it's becoming a little too lazy, a little too noticeable. It's okay to reuse something that isn't broken, but at the same time, it takes away creativity. You could have made something really amazing with this figure, and I think I made a better one. For people that don't know, which I'll do a comparison, I modeled a 3D effect for Shimo, and I believe that I really got down to the overall feeling that it's frosted, that it's crystallized, that it's coming out powerful from the mouth to the tip, making it look like it's really made out of crystals. Something that I got inspired by different scenes just watching Shimo. So it kind of feels a little bit weird for me, at least, that they're just reusing the same effect, and you really can definitely tell how it spirals around, that it's the same effect, just painted blue with some white tips. And I know there's going to be some people that don't have an issue with this. That's okay, you know, it's your first figure. You don't really pay much attention to those details, but for me, it's becoming way too noticeable, and that's my personal thought. Overall, I think the figure looks beautiful done in this color. I think this is the figure that should have been released from the start, but I understand, you know, they have to deliver different variants, different styles out there to make money, to give out something fresh and new, I believe. And I think the paint job is there. You know, they definitely nailed the paint job. Although, I'm not gonna lie, Who remembers the original one from, I think it was Comic Con or San Diego, where we saw this beautiful frostbite like effect? That Shimo was definitely my favorite. This one comes close to it. And with this, it's only a matter of time before we see other variants like Godzilla, Mothra, Kong, and other things they can possibly do. Now, I know it sounds like I'm complaining too much, but I do have to point out the issues that we previously saw with the original and things that I like and don't like. That's my mission here. Now, I'm going to do a little comparison with their effect and the effect that I created from scratch, and let me know which one looks better. I get the whole idea, recycle what is useful. So you're currently seeing my effect that I did with the original Shimu. Let me know which one you like. Again, I took inspiration from different ideas from the movie and some of mine, and I really wanted to give it that new crystal effect that it's definitely powerful, crystallizing like we saw with Kong's hand. If I'm able to do it, if other creators that are doing this as a solo job can do it, there's definitely no reason for them to give out new effects for every single figure instead of recycling the same one and giving it its own unique identity from the movie instead of just switching the colors. Again, that's just a small complaint, but overall, I do like what they've done with the figure with the new paint job around the body, especially on the eyes, the new, much needed translucent crystals. Very, very much appreciate that. And yeah, I'm excited. I cannot wait to see what other variants they do with the Monsterverse. And for next year, Monarch Season 2 is coming out, Godzilla Minus Zero, and then the new Godzilla Supernova. There's a lot of things, and there's a lot of monsters that Hiya Toys has room to be doing for the past and for the future. If you haven't watched already my video for my top wish list figures from Hiya Toys, go watch it, because if you did not know, most of those figures are a reality today. So there's a big chance that those figures that I do mention in my video could be a future tease for what's to come with Hiya Toys. And obviously, they are the most requested amongst the fan base. Overall, Hiya Toys has been doing a really fantastic job with a few problems here and there, which I think they can definitely solve them, like the issue with releases on time, the issue of recycling effects. I think it's time, Hiya Toys. It's very noticeable at this point, and you can do so much more. You have creativity, you have the power and knowledge to create unique effects, even buildings, even dioramas. We want to see it all. It's time for you guys to go a step beyond of what we're used to, and it's always appreciated. If the prices have already gone up, you might as well, you might as well just do it. Let me know what you think about this figure. Are you excited? Everybody definitely saw this figure coming since day one. And yeah, I love it, but I'm also disappointed because there's no new ball joints, no new articulation. um I'm 50-50 on it, but I do overall like it more than I'm disappointed with the figure. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is RubiGamingx. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.